Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the Saturday night live stream, live from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. We'll talk about Bitcoin, we'll talk about the news, the altcoin news. I'm going to move some crypto around for you guys. I'll do my very best to get to your questions. Let's get this thing going. All right, so welcome everybody to the Saturday night live stream. I'm here with the rig. Haven't done anything since I added that new CPU cooler with the LCD. So, but I am going to upgrade to Windows 11. I'm pretty meticulous about my computer, so I'll probably do a clean install of Windows 11. I created a USB installer for Windows 11. I downloaded it from the Microsoft website, and I finished my son's rig the other day and installed Windows 11 clean. Seemed to work okay. I can use that same installation media to do my rig. And of course, you know, I wipe my hard disk completely clean and install Windows fresh, and then reinstall all of my apps, and then restore, well, actually all of my docs and, you know, pics and music are on the secondary hard drive anyway, so I just kind of, you know, let Windows know where those are, and I'm back in business. So anyway, enough about me. Let's jump in. Let's see where we're at here. Over here? Yeah, so welcome everybody. Amsterdam, Holland, hello. Dan is here. That's good. Dan's been around most of the day, I guess. He helped me out this morning when I posted the live stream. I forgot to update the thumbnail to the current date. So thanks, Dan, for that. And let's see. Let's go ahead and pop out chat. And I'll see if I can get it over to the other side without that corner going nuts on me. Let's see if I can do that. I think I did it. Yeah, see, you can't see what I'm doing over on the other monitor, but I need it to sort of be above my OBS controls so that I can flip my camera on and off. So anyway, welcome everybody for being here. I'm glad to see everyone here tonight. We're going to jump into the news. I've got a pretty good agenda spelled out for things we're going to do tonight. There was a question about VET that I'm going to get to. We'll check on Sundaeswap. And then I've got some other things. So I'll try not to spend too much on the news tonight. Right now, we're looking at the price of Bitcoin at 38,277 on crypto.com. So we'll see. So let's take a look at where the market is at. Now, this was from yesterday. And by the way, all of these news stories are linked down in the description below. If you're not a regular YouTube viewer, you may not know that if you scroll down below the video, there's a little show more, which you click and it'll like reveal all of the description. I have quite a few goodies in my description. And so the news stories are linked down below in the description. This is from yesterday, as I mentioned, and it's talking about Bitcoin stalling below 40K. We've known that for a while. I'm just happy that it broke 38, you know, today. I'll take it, right? We were down to around 32 earlier in the week and last week. So it looks like crypto is bouncing back, although I have seen a lot of selling into the rallies. But the overall trend over the last few days has been upwards, right? But we do see, you know, up and pull back a little, up and pull back a little. You know, I monitor the markets on my phone app. And I have the Crypto Pro app, which is a pretty good application for managing your portfolio. Although I think you might be able to link it directly to wallets, but I don't. But what I like about it is that I can input how much I bought and how many coins I bought and how what the price was the time I bought it, and it will give me kind of an overview of each coin and explain to me or show me whether I'm in the green or the black on the coin, you know. And I haven't figured out how to make CoinStats do that. Ledger Live isn't very good at tracking, you know, my overall profit or loss on an investment. So Crypto Pro does that, and I have a pretty good cross section of cryptocurrencies, so that when I watch my portfolio go up and down in real time, I have a pretty good sense of how the market as a whole is behaving, right? So, you know, we'll see periods where Bitcoin and Ethereum are going up and the rest of the market is kind of flat. And then we'll see other times when the altcoins are pumping and Bitcoin and Ethereum are kind of flat. And then we'll see other times where, you know, the midterm coins, you know, are, if we look at the midterm coins, I mean like, you know, Binance Coin, Cardano, Solana, Terra, Polkadot, all of these top tier, or you know, we call mid-tier coins, sometimes they're pumping and Bitcoin and Ethereum are flat or down or everything. So, you know, you can see that happening in real time if you use the Crypto Pro app. That's what I like. I don't have an affiliate with them or anything. It's just my go-to app. So let's see where we're at here. We were talking about, what were we talking about? We were talking about the market. So you can read that article. And of course, things have changed since this article was written. The article says that Bitcoin is around 37. Now it's up around 38. All right. I'd like to go to this one because I demoed Anchor Protocol for you guys in the live stream several times, and I've done a standalone video about the Anchor Protocol and the Terra Luna ecosystem. And Terra was down quite a bit yesterday and the day before, and I guess the concern is mostly around Anchor Protocol. And Anchor Protocol is we can talk about it in a little more detail, but basically the nub of the crux of the biscuit is that you can borrow. It's a lending platform. You can, if you deposit collateral tokens, you can borrow UST or US. That's their stable coin, and you can do whatever you want with it. You can transfer it somewhere and use it to buy other cryptos, which is kind of a leveraged play, or you can take that UST and deposit it back in to the platform and earn interest on it. Although that may not be as wise as I may have thought earlier. I'm not sure if that always ends up positive. But you can borrow on this platform, and you can also earn on this platform by making a straight deposit of UST, their stable coin. And you can earn around 20% doing that. Well, now that the crypto market as a whole is on a downtrend, less people are borrowing. And that kind of makes sense, right? Because borrowing or leveraging yourself is basically you're looking for upside, right? So if you want to borrow UST and buy, like let's say you want to buy Cardano or Bitcoin, you're hoping that the price of Bitcoin or Cardano will go up, and then you'll be able to sell at a profit and then pay back your loan, right? And then get free crypto. Well, when the market's down, then that strategy doesn't really pay off. So less people are borrowing, but more and more people are earning in their platform because they're earning 20% on their stablecoin, and that's really good when the market's down. So their reserves are getting low, but so people are getting worried. Oh, it's going to collapse. Well, it's not really going to collapse, right? The owner or the founder kind of explains in this that the network was designed to deal with these kind of situations, right? I know it's very complicated. Maybe we'll go into a little on Anchor Protocol. I think I've got it pulled up over here somewhere. Maybe I don't, but we are going to go into it a little bit. So, but that's a concern. Let's see. Am I ever seeing? I'll pull it up in a minute. So if you're holding Luna and you're wondering why Luna was down, this is why. People are worried that the ecosystem is gonna collapse, right, because of the down market. But I don't think that's the case, right? You have to remember that cryptocurrency is, driven. The markets are driven by emotion, and the crypto markets are kind of laid bare to the whims of the greed and fear of the masses, much more so than the stock market. The stock market can be manipulated by the Fed and large brokerage houses and things like that. And then they also have trips, like when there's a huge amount of selling, they'll close down. If a stock drops like 30 or 40%, they'll suspend trading of that stock or suspend trading for the entire market if things start to go really sideways. So crypto markets don't have those checks and balances and oversight built into them. They're pure markets, right? So you have to be aware of that if you're going to get involved in crypto trading. And I still believe in Luna, but I was kind of surprised to see it dropping, and it was mostly because of these concerns about Anchor Protocol, right? More people are earning than borrowing, and they need both, right, for the ecosystem to stay in balance. But when the market starts to recover, I'm sure we'll see more people go back into the lending areas. All right. And also, hacker-wise, and that's not a hack at all, but hackers have stolen 80 million worth of cryptocurrency from Qubit DeFi platform. And I'd never heard of this platform, but it's interesting because it's similar. It was kind of an exploit of a lending platform and a cross-chain transfer platform, right? We'll be doing some cross-chain transfers tonight, so you guys can kind of see how that works. But you're basically moving crypto from one chain to another, right? And the hackers in this particular instance took advantage of a bug in that process. They were able to send a deposit of 0 ETH and then withdraw almost 80 million in Binance coin somehow, right? In the cross-chain transfer process. And then from there, I guess they were able to use those Binance coins to buy other coins. And then, we are seeing a lot more of these cross-chain transfer services coming about because Ethereum fees are so high, right? And we're going to see, and you'll see me working with those a lot. I try to avoid Ethereum chain like a plague. You'll hear me talk a lot about certain coins where, like on Coinbase, it'll be an ERC20 format of that coin. You want to avoid those because the withdrawal and transfer fees and trading fees are really high. You can buy $100 worth of an ERC20 token and then lose like 20% or 30% of it just withdrawing it into your wallet, and then at some point you'll need to move it back, and then you're going to take another hit in Ethereum fees. So I try to avoid the Ethereum network. So we'll see a lot of that tonight. I'm going to move coins back and forth. Now, the people of the developers of this platform are asking the hacker to return the funds, and they'll give him a bounty, right? Which has been fairly common these days. You'll see, and I'm sure that young programmers, are getting attracted to this. Like, if you can figure out a way to hack in to any kind of DEX and somehow steal a bunch of crypto, technically, you can simply return a chunk of it and get to keep the rest for yourself as a quote-unquote bounty. And now you're clean as a whistle, right? You're just a white hat hacker after that. So I think you'll see more of these, right? But in the long run, I think it's good for the ecosystem. It's kind of a way to test bugs, right? You know, back in the old days when we bought software in a box and there were bugs, you know, people had to report the bugs to the company, and then the company would send their guys to fix the bugs, and then they'd have to send out a new box on the shelf to fix bugs, you know. And then when browsers came around, I remember when Netscape came out, they would sort of just give you the beta version, and then users would use it and then report bugs. So it was kind of a new ecosystem for upgrading and updating and improving software. And now we're kind of seeing the same thing in the crypto industry, where people will exploit bugs in dexes, and they will, you know, then the bugs get fixed, right? It's a hard lesson, right? But you have to remember that all of these bugs and all of these hacks and exploits are not directly, some of them are on smaller blockchains, but in general, these people are not hacking the blockchains of the individual cryptos. I hear a lot of people that think there's flaws in Bitcoin. Oh, I got hacked. Bitcoin will get hacked. People will steal your funds. But most of those hacks are social engineering hacks. They're tricking users into giving up their private keys or their backup phrases, right? People aren't hacking the Bitcoin blockchain or the Ethereum blockchain or the Binance Smart Chain blockchain, right? The coins. They're hacking applications that run on those platforms, which of course would have bugs, right? Software has bugs. It's a fact of life. They always do. All right. Oh, and I wanted to sort of go over this real quick. Yeah. So a primer on private keys. It's a good article. You should read it. But people get confused, and rightly so. It's a little difficult to wrap your head around this stuff. But a cryptocurrency wallet consists of, in its most basic form, a public-private key pair. And that public-private key pair will map to an address on the blockchain. So when you create an empty Bitcoin wallet, it just randomly generates the private key. Now, the blockchain is so huge, and there are so many available addresses, that you can do that, and there'll be an open address on the blockchain. It's astronomical how many available addresses there are. But in reality, what you have is just a really long number. That's your private key. And that's the part that will allow you to have access to that address on the blockchain, right? If you have the private key. And but there's a difference between the private and the public key, and people kind of get confused. And I like the way this article puts it. Think of a private key as a password to your crypto wallet, right? In the same way that giving someone your email password grants them access to your emails, giving someone your wallet's private key grants them access to all of your crypto, right? So we have a password that we use to log into our Gmail. Are you going to just give that password to somebody? And if you did, then they could log into your Gmail account, not only read your emails, but they could also send email to other people disguised as you, right? So of course you don't want to give your email password to anyone, right? And that's the same way with a private key for a crypto wallet. Now, most private keys are sort of hidden inside the wallet. You don't really have access to them. The only access you have to the private key is the backup phrase that they give you when you first set up the wallet. Sometimes it's 12 words, sometimes it's 24 words, but it's basically just a human-readable format of that private key. So your wallet is created, the private key is created, the wallet is initialized, and then they take that long private key and they convert it into this word list for you so that you can back it up and put it somewhere in case something happens to the wallet. Like if it's on a computer and the computer crashes or the hard drive crashes, you'll be able to recover that wallet by doing the restore process with that backup phrase that you've safely stored somewhere else. The same with a ledger device. If you step on your ledger or spill wine on it or lose it or it gets stolen or whatever, you can just order another one and then use that backup phrase, that 24-word backup phrase, to restore your device. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. That's great how cryptography and wallets work. But the disadvantage to that is that if anyone else gets their hands on that backup phrase, they can restore your wallet and have access to your funds. So most of the time when people get hacked, they're giving up that phrase in one form or another. Usually they log on to a faux site because they've been phished, and they click a link in an email that asks them to enter that phrase, and they type it in dutifully, thinking they're doing the right thing, and then the hackers have their backup phrase, right? So that's the private key, right? Now, what is the public key? So they go on a little bit more, and they say the public key is like an email address. You can send crypto to it, and you can send crypto from it. So in the same sense that I have an email account with a password that I'm not going to give you, I will give you my email address. I'll say, hey, my email is blah, blah, blah. And then now that you have my email address, you can send email to me, right? But you can't read my emails, right? You can just send emails to me. So, and you can't see inside my email. The only difference with the crypto wallet public key is that if I give you a Bitcoin address so you can send me Bitcoin, you can also see my wallet balance and my transaction history. The Bitcoin blockchain is transparent. And most cryptos are like that. Ethereum, ERC20 tokens, most cryptos, if I give you my address, you can pull up the address in an Explorer and look at my history, right? It's transparent. So you have to remember that. But no one can move your crypto if they can see your balances and transaction history. They have no control over it. They can just see it, right? And if you lose crypto or send it to the wrong place and you can see it on the blockchain, doesn't mean you can get it back. I get a lot of people that, they say, oh my God, I sent my crypto to the wrong place, or I got hacked and I can see it on the blockchain. And I'll say, well, do you have the private key? No, I don't. Well, then you can't touch it. Even if you can see where it went, it's not going to do you any good. And it's very difficult to prosecute people that steal your crypto. Anyway, I thought I'd go through that. It's a good little article. It's not that long. It talks about how people can lose their private keys, which I've talked about a little bit. So I thought it was a good article. I've had it on the list for a couple weeks now, and I just wanted to get to it, right? It's sponsored by Blockchain. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I like it's a nice, a primer, right? All right, so let's go over this. Whoops, not that camera. This camera. Oh my goodness. I see what I need to do here is I need to turn on my chroma key so you guys won't see. There we go. And then move this thing like that. Whoops, come on. There. See? Boom. The magic. Close that. I use this camera so I can sort of look over in this direction and see what you guys are chatting about, and I appear to be looking in your direction as opposed to the other camera where I'm like sideways reading your comments. Rex. Oh, okay, let me go up to the top here. Mr. David is here. Welcome, Mr. David. Green Man's 4949. Welcome. Korean Won on Osmos. Yeah, Dan's talking about Osmosis. I'll play around with Osmosis a little bit tonight. That's cool. Funny, you can buy Terra USD on Coinbase now, but why not Terra Luna? That's very interesting. I didn't know that you couldn't buy Terra Luna. Yeah, actually you can. You can buy Wrapped Luna. And also on Coinbase, the UST that you can buy on Coinbase is ERC20 based UST. I would avoid that. It's going to be rather expensive, right? You want to buy native UST. and you can buy it on KuCoin for sure, but I'm not sure about Kraken. I don't know if Kraken is native UST, but most of the US exchanges use the ERC20 version of Luna, which is going to cost us to transfer and then convert, right? So let's see if I can give you, let's see here. So let's say I want to withdraw wrapped Luna. See, you can buy it on Coinbase, but you're going to have to use an ERC20 based address, right? It won't withdraw to a regular Luna address. Let's see here. So here's my Luna address, right? And if I go to Coinbase and try to withdraw to that Luna address, Coinbase doesn't like it, right? Coinbase, you can buy this thing called Wrap Luna, but you can't withdraw to a Luna address, right? So, in effect, right, you can't buy Luna on Coinbase. And if you try to withdraw UST, let's see if we can get back here. Right, Terra UST, and I try to withdraw it to my Terra Luna. Actually, what did I just do? That's not correct, is it? That shouldn't be Cosmos. It should be Terra. Oh, I didn't copy it in, but my bad. Well, same result, right? My Terra address is not valid to withdraw my UST from Coinbase. So I would have to convert that from the Ethereum blockchain over to the Terra blockchain, and you're going to end up, first you have to withdraw it from Coinbase to a wallet. You're going to get hit with a withdrawal fee, and then you'll have to convert it from the Ethereum blockchain over to the Terra blockchain, and you'll get hit with more Ethereum gas fees when you do that, right? So it's not very useful to buy UST on Coinbase, right? You could, but even as an investment, because it's a stable coin. So, I mean, it's not like it's going to go up to $5, it's always going to be worth $1 or relative, close to $1. But if I'm on KuCoin and I have UST, whoops, come on, Rex, and I want to withdraw UST to my Terra wallet, see, it'll let me do that, right? It'll let me withdraw to a Luna address. Of course, I don't have any in the account. Actually, I believe there's one in there right now, but I don't think they'll let me do it because they're going to charge me 4. But still, 4 is a little high as well, right? But that's just basically the cost of doing business. But a lot less than if you were to use the ERC20 version of Luna, of the ERC20 network for your Terra UST withdrawal, right? Oh, I don't have any in the main account. Maybe I have it over in the trading. I don't know. Anyway, I thought I put some UST in here earlier as a test. Anyway, we'll get a little more into this as we go through today. Funny. It is funny that you can buy that. I want to buy Luna tokens on Coinbase too, maybe in their DeFi wallet. I don't use their DeFi wallet much. If you want to buy some Luna tokens, I would suggest KuCoin was a good place to buy it. I think we could maybe buy some on Kraken, and I think they'll allow you to withdraw to a Luna address. Let me see if I can. Here, Terra. Oh, withdraw, right. So if I try to withdraw Luna, yes. So Kraken, I can buy native Luna and withdraw to a Terra address. I've done it before. So, and it's cheap, right? So if you want to buy Luna, you might think about Kraken. If you don't have a Kraken account, you can sign up for free. I think you have to go through KYC or ID verification. But, getting money into it is kind of tricky because it's a bank transfer. Or I think you can actually, it's not that difficult. It used to be harder, but now it's pretty easy. So just open a Kraken account if you want to buy Terra, because it doesn't make sense to buy wrap Terra over here. We did that several months back. We bought wrap Luna, Luna, and did the withdrawal and the conversion, and I think we bought like $150 worth of it, and we ended up with like $90 worth when we were all done from all the transfer fees and conversion fees. So it's not a good place to buy Luna. Right. Let's see. Swap equals gas fees anytime you swap something. VTalk Bootrin gives thumbs down to cross-chain applications. What are the interoperability solutions for blockchains that we give a thumb up? I don't really know why he would be against cross-chain transfers. That seems kind of an odd position. I don't know what that's all about. Otherwise, if you're against using cross-chain platforms, then you would have to do all of your conversions on exchanges, which can be done, or you would have to buy every token that you're after directly on exchanges. And that's really why we have cross-chain transfers, because we want a little bit of independence from that, and not sometimes the coin we're after isn't available on exchanges, right? You need to go to these DeFi platforms to get your hands on a particular coin. I'll show you how to do FTM tonight. We're going to do that. I had XRP on a ledger and got Sol, but no freaking clue how to claim it. XRP? XRP is Ripple, right? I don't know how you're going to claim Sol with XRP. I don't know either. Don't want wrapped anything, right? What is the idea to buy Luna just now, and why not some other coin? It's your own decision as to which coin you want to invest in. Or a lot of coins have some functionality that you might be interested in. They might have some investment potential that you'll be interested in. We talked earlier about the Anchor protocol, where you can earn on your UST deposits. That's a good incentive to get involved in the Terra Luna ecosystem. But you could conceivably do that without buying Luna. You could just deposit. I mean, you would have to sort of set up the wallet, to interface with Anchor, and you might need a little bit of Luna for that. But you could just buy UST and drop it in there and earn on it. So, but Luna is the driving force behind that, so it might be a good investment, right? I'm not here to give investment advice, more technical advice. Fees are expensive. Okay, so let's jump in. I got a lot of stuff I want to do with you guys tonight. So let's take a look at what we got here. We're going to check on Sundaeswap. All right, so Sundaeswap is the new DEX for the Cardano blockchain. I tried to do it using Nami wallet and wasn't successful. The Nami wallet, here you can see it. I can't get anything to go through. I was just getting error messages. So I switched over to CC Vault, which is basically connected to the same Cardano address, right? This particular wallet is a standalone wallet. It's not connected to my ledger or anything like that. It has a backup phrase to sort of make things less complicated, because I was having trouble with all of this. So once I switched over to CC Vault, and then last week someone explained to me that we need to enable something. Summary. I think it was, the D app, right? You had to enable D app. And once you did that, then you could connect your wallet to Sundaeswap. Now, so when you make a trade or anything on Sundaeswap, the CC Vault will pull up and tell you to enter your password and basically sign the transaction. So over the course of the last week, I have managed to place orders and successfully cancel them. but I have not managed to make a successful trade. So, in other words, before, when I tried to trade, I was just getting straight up error messages. I could not even make a successful transaction. But eventually, once I switched over to CC Vault, I was able to get a transaction to go through, right? And it ended up in the queue. And they keep updating this and making it better and whatever. But what'll happen, and what I found out, was that these orders are like limit orders. So if it doesn't go through right away and the price of the Sundaeswap token goes up, in this case I'm trying to make a trade. I'm trying to trade 500 ADA for Sunday token. If the price of Sunday token goes up after I place my trade will never execute, because my trade was placed at a certain value or exchange rate of ADA to Sunday, right? So what has happened to me in all three of these cases is that the trade will go through and then it will just sit there. And I'll get this thing, awaiting scoop, which means it's in some kind of queue. Well, but we're talking about a time-dependent type of trade, right? So if the price of the exchange has gone up, then even if my trade gets to the front of the queue, it's never going to execute because the price is different now. Unless somehow the price comes back down and, then my trade is valid. Who knows if that will happen before or after, I'm still awaiting this scoop. I don't know. I don't. Eventually, I think it would time out. But, that's where I'm at. And so basically what happens is I cancel, right? Because I'm afraid to try another swap while I'm still in the order queue, right? But let's go ahead and try. I'll show you what happens. So when I hit cancel, my CC Vault comes up and I have to enter my password. All right. And that happens sort of successfully, right? It tells me that the order is being canceled. I see this pending up here, and I just leave it. You can actually just close the website. Once you've done this, it's on them, and you can log in and log out of the website and look at the status of your cancellation, right? But it will eventually cancel. So, but that's as far as I've gotten with this. Not happy at all. I don't know if anybody click on it to see Q. Okay, well, I could do that. I could do this, right? Yeah, I can see all kinds of stuff, but I just don't think it's helpful to know. Yeah. I don't know. I still haven't made an order, and I've been trying since last week. I don't know if it's been a whole week or 2 weeks since this thing went live, but I have yet to make a successful trade. It's pretty stupid, really. I mean, personally, Binance Smart Chain, PancakeSwap, Terra Station. I mean, there are so many altcoins that came out after Cardano that have successful dexes where you can make trades. Why is it so difficult for anyone to make a trade on a Cardano dex? It's beyond ridiculous in my mind. And why is it a limit order and not a market order? It should be a market. And oh yeah, they're congested. They've been congested for 2 weeks now. I get it. Maybe a day or so. Oh yeah, we weren't expecting this many people. And I'm like, dude, seriously, this is trash as far as I'm concerned. That's just my 2 cents worth. But anyway, okay, Corey just gave me a tip. I appreciate it. Thank you, Corey. I have a swap ADA to Sunday for 5 days. Yes, but Sunday is bad. I don't know. I would think that buying a little bit of Sunday would be a good investment. But at this point, I'm not convinced that I would be happy even if I bought some Sunday at this point with the state of their website. Anyway, I'm sorry. Let me read Corey's question here. Apparently, I have some Songbird, but I have no idea how to get them. I used XRP Toolkit to claim Flare, and apparently that is all I had to do. Sorry for the newbie in me, and thank you. We've been talking about, first of all, I really don't know the answer to your question. You may have successfully gone through all of the motions to get your Songbird or your Flare, but I've talked to some smart people like Dan who, signed up for the airdrop, did jump through all the hoops that he was supposed to, and has still not received his Flare. I'll say, I know I can say this about it, is that they'll say, oh, we got an airdrop, we got an airdrop on this date, right? They'll say, oh, it's on this date. You got to do what you got to do before this date. And usually the date is the snapshot, right? And what people don't realize is there's a big difference between the snapshot and actually getting your airdrop. So, for example, Flare, their snapshot is come and gone. So if you had XRP in that wallet and you set up your wallet the way it was supposed to be on the day of the snapshot, you're eligible for the Flare airdrop. But that doesn't mean it's coming anytime soon. From my understanding was that after the snapshot where you became eligible for the airdrop, it might be another year or so before you even get the airdrop. So I don't know. I've heard people mention Songbird. I don't know anything about it. I was leery of the entire process from the get-go because it just seemed too. I don't want to say it's a scam, but it just seemed too convoluted to be. And there are a lot of these airdrop things where, they'll say, yeah, if you have X amount of coin in this wallet and you apply and, you give us your wallet address and go through this registration process, you're going to get an airdrop. And then they will, most likely, they're going to give it to you. But whether you're going to get it when you think you're going to get it, that's a whole nother story. But I also know that, there are certain things you have to do in your wallet to see certain tokens. Like with MetaMask, you can have a token in the wallet and not see it until you actually, quote unquote, add the token to your MetaMask wallet. So, and that usually means you have to go over to the site of the token. Let's see if we can figure this out. And if it's an airdrop for a non-existent coin that's supposed to be given to you in the future, you may not even be able to find it. Okay. This Songbird, right? Okay, it's part of Flare. Right. Yeah, I don't know. I really can't tell you when or if you're ever going to get this. I've been hearing about this ad nauseum for the last almost, seems like 2 years now. People have been asking me about this. I really don't know. So how you are able to see this in an XRP wallet, I don't know, to be honest with you. I really don't. So if we go to DeFi, I thought that I had this Sologenic, right? And then I need to connect my ledger and enter the XRP app. Don't get too caught up in this because really I don't have an answer for you. But I just want to show you if I can here. I don't even know if I have the XRP on this device at the moment. I may not. Okay, let's get out of this. I don't think I do. All right. Yeah, I just, I don't even have it on here. All right, let's go ahead and add it. we need to go into Ledger Live and then go into the manager. I redid my Ledger a while back. I migrated to a new one because the old one was getting kind of dim or whatever. So it's probably right here. So let me go ahead and install the XRP app on my device. There it goes, loading up. All right, so, and if we go over to accounts, you can see that I already had the XRP account in there. Let's go into the XRP app. And so if I do a receive and continue, I should see that address on my device, right? So that's a confirmation that the device and the account are a match, right? But let's go over here. I don't see any sub tokens on in my XRP account. You'll notice that if I have an Ethereum wallet, that you can see the sub tokens, the ERC20 tokens in Ledger Live. Now, also on Polygon, that you can see sub tokens, right? But not all of them. It doesn't work perfectly. But when they first added this Polygon account interface, you only saw Polygon. You couldn't see any of your sub tokens. So it's possible that down the road, Ledger Live will add support for sub tokens on the XRP in the XRP account, right? It'll say show tokens. So if you've got Songbird or Flare or whatever that got airdropped into your XRP wallet, you'll be able to see them in Ledger Live, right? But you can't add that functionality to Ledger Live yourself like you can in Metamask, right? You can manually do this. Let's go over here. Let's just access the DEX. And this is Sologenic. And you can see in here, it's connected to my Ledger device. I've done this before. You see here that it shows that XRP balance, 1718, right? Same one as this, 1730. I don't know, slight difference. So it's the same wallet, right? And they also show that I have Sologenic tokens, which do not show up in Ledger Live, right? So you might want to try this Sologenic DEX. I can just give you the address of that. You might be able to see your Flare tokens in that, if they're even there yet. Possibly. But you could try that. But anyway, I appreciate the tip, Corey, and I hope I've cleared something up. But like I said, I'm not involved in this, so I don't know. Okay, so let's move on to something a little easier, guys. I know a lot of you are newcomers, so I wanted to we checked Sundaeswap. We're going to buy some Bitcoin on Coinbase and store it in the Arculus wallet. I recorded an Arculus video, but I haven't posted it yet. I haven't had a chance to edit it and post it, but it's a step-by-step walkthrough. Arculus is a new wallet that you can, it's like a little card that you use as the private key, the cold storage for your private key, and it interfaces with your phone. So we'll drop some in to this wallet for the heck of it. All right, so first of all, let's buy some Bitcoin. How do we do that on Coinbase? Coinbase, regular Coinbase, you can just outright buy Bitcoin with a connection to your bank or debit card, but you get a merchant charge on that. So I tend to use Coinbase Pro as opposed to Coinbase, because with Coinbase Pro, I just pay trading fees, but I don't pay that merchant fee when I make a purchase. All right, so what we need to do is drop some US dollar in here, right? And it's connected. I have several bank accounts connected, right? I'm gonna go over to this bank account, and let's buy $200 worth of Bitcoin. right? So I'm going to make a deposit of $200 US in my Coinbase account. Pretty easy. They say it's going to take 6 days for me to have access to this. I can trade right away, but I won't be able to withdraw right away. But fortunately for me, I already have a balance in my account of $522 worth of CODI coin. So I will be able to withdraw the Bitcoin that I buy with that deposit. And then, you know, I'll just be, after 6 days, they'll say, oh, now it's available. And then I'll have full access to the CODI, right? But I'm not going to worry about that. So we hit trade up here. And then we choose Bitcoin-US dollar, which is a Bitcoin US dollar trading pair, right? Swap one for the other. Usually when we talk about swapping anything for a dollar, we're talking about buying something, right? So we're going to buy something with our dollar. But you can also swap coin to coin. But this is the way cryptocurrency exchanges work. So we're going to use the whole $200, and we'll use it to buy Bitcoin. We'll place our buy order. And that said successful. So when we go over to our portfolio, you'll see now that we got an extra 200 in there from that deposit, and I was able to use that money to buy some Bitcoin. All right. So I have Bitcoin in my account now. So I want to move this Bitcoin out into my own wallet. Now we could go over here to Ledger Live, over to our Bitcoin wallet, and do a receive. And we get that Bitcoin address, copy that into our clipboard, and then we'll go back over to Coinbase Pro, do our withdrawal of Bitcoin to a crypto address, right? And that's a valid Bitcoin address. I could withdraw my Bitcoin to my Ledger wallet, but I'm going to show you how to withdraw it to the Arculus wallet. So we talked earlier about the difference between a private key and a public key, right? So the private key is needed when we send Bitcoin out of a wallet, right? But we really don't need the private key to receive Bitcoin, right? So when I'm not going to really need the card, this private key card, to receive some Bitcoin in this wallet, right? It's like a post office box. Anyone can send Bitcoin in, including me. So as you look here, you can see there are several cryptos that are supported in this wallet, right? There's 3 factors to the Arculus wallet. There's the app, and then there's the card. And then that third factor is your biometrics, right? So you can enable the biometrics that are on the phone, like in authorization, right? I've enabled my Face ID. So the security is, in order to get into the app, you need my phone, right? But even if you had my phone, you couldn't get into the app unless you had my face or my fingerprint, which if you just steal the phone, you don't have access to that. And neither do you have access to the card, right? So you need all 3 to successfully move Bitcoin out of this wallet, which is kind of cool, right? All right, so let's go into the Bitcoin. Let's do a receive, and then I need to get this receiving address over to my Coinbase account. So I'll just do a share, right? And then I can send it to let's send it to my CryptoDad Gmail. From the CryptoDad to the CryptoDad. Okay. The CryptoDad at Gmail. I usually don't do it this way. Okay, there it is. There it is. All right, so we'll go ahead and send this. Okay. So why did I do that, right? Because I'm using the web version of Coinbase. I need to get the address to paste into this website. So I'll do that using my email, right? There it is. Let's copy this address. Whoops. And now we can go back over to Coinbase and paste in that Bitcoin address. Right? It's a valid Bitcoin address. Let's go ahead and just send the max. If you're new to Bitcoin, I would suggest small amounts first to test. Right? Let's hit withdraw. We need our two-factor. Oh, doggone it. I should have been sharing my phone with you guys. Was I sharing my phone with you guys? I thought I was. Maybe I wasn't. Sorry about that. All right, so I did a share, and then I sent the Bitcoin address to my own email, right? Oh, now we've done that. I need to get my Google Authenticator code for Coinbase, which is right here. And then I'll hit this, and it should say done. Right, there it goes. Now let's go back to Arculus and just kind of wait for some Bitcoin to come in. It should. I've tested this a couple of times, and it usually happens pretty quick. And go back out to the wallet. And so what I've just done is I bought some Bitcoin on Coinbase, but I'm not going to leave it on Coinbase, right? I'm going to move it into my own wallet, self-custody. Right. That article that I linked to earlier about private keys talked about the situation. Okay, there it is. So the Bitcoin came in from Coinbase, right? Now it's probably not spendable yet because it's still pending. It needs time to confirm on the blockchain, but I'm safe. I have safely and securely stored Bitcoin in this wallet. Now you might have asked, hey, well, what about this card? What do you need this card for? Well, if I try to send the Bitcoin back to Coinbase, then I would need the card, right? We can do that. Let's just take a scenario where we decide we want to send some somewhere else. Let's do Binance US, right? So I have some Bitcoin in my wallet, and I want to send it over to another exchange, right? If you look at this primer here, it talks about that. Here's an example. You put some crypto on an exchange to trade. The exchange will store your crypto. Wait a minute. No, that's not what it is. Oh, I guess not. I thought it was in this article. Oh, okay. I just didn't read far enough. The exchange will store your crypto at an address held by the exchange, not you. This means that if the exchange goes offline, we're talking our Coinbase is our example here, due to heavy traffic or disables withdrawals due to a volatility spike, you will not have full uncompromised access to your crypto assets, right? So if I were to just keep it on Coinbase and then, I'm ready to trade, but it's like the Bitcoin is spiking up or spiking down, and I go on to Coinbase and they've disabled withdrawals, or I can't get logged in because they're overloaded or whatever, I'm powerless over that Bitcoin because it's not really mine, it's theirs. They're just holding it on my behalf. But if I have it in my own wallet and I'm ready to sell my Bitcoin and Coinbase is down, or withdrawals or deposits are disabled for the coin I have, I can move it somewhere else, right? So we're going to do that. Let's go over to Binance. Now we've got this Bitcoin address, right? So let's use our app to scan the address, right? I want to send some Bitcoin, and I'll tap that little QR code there. I'll scan that address, and there it is, right? And I can put in US dollar or Bitcoin. Let's do $100 worth of Bitcoin. Right? And now we can send, right? So let me see if I can show you what the heck I'm doing here. Let's do this. Huh, that looks kind of weird. Oh, it's the other side. No biggie. You guys can live with it. All right, so I'm going to, I'll show you what I'm doing here first, right? First we'll tap send. We enter our PIN, right? Let's go to this. I'm going to enter my PIN. right? And then, you got to see this. This is cool. Hope I don't screw this up. Okay, now, I'm going to take the card and I'm going to put it to the back. Boom. See how that worked? I just kind of held the card on the back of the phone, and that was the signing of the outgoing transaction. And I just sent that Bitcoin from my wallet over to Binance US. Pretty cool, huh? And so now you can see the balance in the Arculus wallet has gone down. Pretty cool. All right. Let's see. We're here. Boom. And then we'll just wait for the Bitcoin balance to go up on Binance US, and we'll have successfully transferred our Bitcoin into Binance US. Right? All right. Now, another thing that I wanted to do earlier was liquidate some coins that I have in my Ledger wallet. I sort of gave you a quick preview using Arculus. A lot of people ask me that because most of my videos explain how to store crypto in a wallet. So usually a lot of people will say, well, what if I want to cash it out? What then? And the answer is you transfer it back to an exchange so you can trade it, or you go trade it on a DEX or whatever. So now most of my videos will include, how to transfer it back out. Okay, so here we are. What websites do you read where you look to figure out reliable and reputable an exchange it is? You can just Google and then the exchange. A lot of times you can go on CoinGecko. If you're interested in an exchange and you're wondering, more about it, you can even check DEXs, right? So Uniswap is the #1 DEX. You can find out more about it on CoinGecko. That's a good source, right? To find out if it's reputable or not. And usually, if it's high in the list, then it's reputable, right? Because they're not going to put like some fly-by-night DEX in the #1 spot, right? It's based on all of the metrics, right? So I would say CoinGecko or even CoinMarketCap.com as well. So let's see, just in case. All right, so you want to go to CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap.com. Boop-a-doo. Where'd that go? Oh, well. But we've had some issues with CoinMarketCap giving us like contract addresses of sketchy coins, right? All right, so I wanted to liquidate some crypto that it's been in my wallet for a really long time. It's just sitting around. It's not doing much, and I think I'll use Binance US again. Let's see if that Bitcoin arrived. Not yet, so we don't see it yet. Now, I have this token in my Ethereum wallet, and I believe it's in main? No. Pardon me. It must be in hidden. Okay, Paxos Gold. I'm just kind of tired of looking at it. It's kind of interesting that it follows the price of gold, but the price of gold is pretty stagnant, right? So it's never going to moon out for me. I was just kind of doing it as an experiment, and it's like it's $100-something, so let's put it to good use rather than just watching it stagnate in my wallet, right? So this is a good example of getting it out of the wallet and back into play. But unfortunately, it's an ERC20 token, so it's going to cost me dearly to get it out of this wallet, right? So, but let's go through the process, right? Let's go over here. Let's see, PAXG. I think they have it. Whoops. Yeah, they do. All right, so I can make a deposit. And notice there that it's an ERC20 token, right? So it's on the Ethereum blockchain. So I'm going to have to pay Ethereum chain fees, right? So before I can move it, I'm going to need to get my device ready, right? We need to be in the Ethereum app, right? And we'll hit both buttons. Actually, Ledger Live would have launched it for me, but that's okay. Paxos Gold. Let's do a send. And where do I want to send it? Well, I had that address. I copied it into my clipboard from Binance US. Now, it says that auto verification is not available. Not a big deal. Just go over to the, the address and just double check it. Just eyeball it and make sure it's the same address. I'm certain it is, right? I just copied and pasted it. All right, let's hit continue. I'm going to go ahead and send it all. And let's see how much it's going to cost me. Okay, $17 out of 144. Pretty steep, right? I'm taking a hit, but I'm going to go ahead. Don't do slow, man. Slow is you're just going to agonize, or where is it? Slow is just another way to, add to your aggravation. And there's only like $2 difference. So just, and fast is a little bit of waste of time because medium is going to get there in a reasonable amount of time, like less than half an hour, I would say. Well, let's try it out and see what happens. So we hit continue. There's the breakdown. Let's hit continue again. We need to authorize this on our device. All right, there it goes. Review transaction. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Fees, right? Accept and send. We hit both buttons. I think I'm in the wrong guy over here. Should be over here so you guys can see me. All right, that's done, right? We can hit view details. It's going to show us a little bit about the transaction over here. I can hit view and explore, and I can see that it's pending on the Ethereum blockchain, and, confirm everything. And then we'll go over here and just kind of wait for it to show up in our Pax Gold account, right? Mind you, this Pax Gold account is a cryptocurrency address on Binance US that's associated with me, right? So they have all kinds of wallets. They manage all kinds of wallets. They control the private keys, but they do assign certain addresses to certain people, right? So this particular address is associated with me. So if I send Pax Gold to this address, I'll see it in my account. Actually, I believe this is the same ERC20 address that I would use for almost any ERC20 token. It's the same address. It just gets sorted into the right coin, by Binance US, right? Okay, that's gone. So for example, what is it? O37B, 80C3F. Let's do a deposit of ETH. See, it's the same address, right? Same ERC20 token address. All right, let's refresh our wallet again and see if anything's come in, right? So we're still waiting for that $100 worth of Bitcoin, and we're waiting for that $144 worth of PAXG minus the, 30-something dollar fee, right? We can even check that over here. What was it? Yeah. What was that fee? $18.20. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, while we're waiting for that, I wanted to mention that there was an update to Ledger Live recently. And if we go to settings and about, it'll tell us the version that we're using. And there were some bug fixes that came out. A new version of Ledger Live came out. This is the current version, 2.37.2. If you're not running that version, you should be, right? You should always make sure that your Ledger Live is completely up to date, right? And you should also make sure that your firmware is up to date. So in this case, there is a new version of the firmware. They don't really tell you what I'm going to drop this thing on the floor. they don't really tell you what they've added to the firmware updates, but I can tell you that the numbers on when you enter your PIN are thicker now. I don't know if that makes them any easier for me to read. I find it a little disorienting that they're thicker now, but I guess they had enough people complaining or suggesting that they make the PIN entry easier to see, because the previous PIN entry on this device was a little hard to see the numbers when you were inputting them, right? But nothing has really changed on the, the apps don't look thicker. It's just the numbers when you enter your PIN, right? I don't know if you can click on here and get some, I guess you can't, unless you probably go over to Ledger, Ledger Live, firmware, update. I should just say Ledger firmware. Okay. Bluetooth performance improvements. Okay. Learn more. Okay, so what did they do? Bluetooth pairing. Don't worry, this has no impact. Oh yeah, they always messes up your Bluetooth. You'll have to repair to your phone. Reset pairings. Fixed a bug that caused device. It doesn't say anything that they made the PIN entry letters bigger, thicker, but they did. Whatever. Yeah. I could try to do the pair to my phone. Let's get out of this. And let's see what happens, right? Let's do this. Boop-a-doo. Okay, that's all working. We go into Ledger Live, and we should, if we go into Manager and hit Nano X, it should probably say that can't find the device or something stupid like that. Okay. It's telling me to turn on and unlock the device, which I have done, and so it's not seeing it. Okay. So basically what I do when this happens is I'll remove the device from Ledger, and then also I'll go over to my settings on my Bluetooth and forget it. See, because it's over here, it says not connected. Let's just forget it, right? And then it's got all of these. What are all these? Let's forget that one too. Seems like a bunch of them in here. Okay. Right. All right. So I forgot them in my Bluetooth. So let's go back over here and let's see if we can pair up a device. Let's hit Add Ledger Nano X. Okay, it sees this guy here. Let's see if I can show you what's happening over here. Right. All right, let's tap that. Okay, see there. It says confirm pairing. I can pair on the phone, and then I can go over here. Oh, on this one I have to hit both buttons, right? And then I have to hit pair on the phone, and it should. I thought I did that. Okay, all right, there it went. Okay. All right, now I can even rename it here and just call it what it is. Let's just call it Ledger X. I like Ledger X. I could call it Nano X. It doesn't really matter. Let's hit confirm. Oh, let me. Okay, now it should ask me to allow device renaming. I'll say yes. It should be paired now. That's fine. That's good. Now we should be able to, let's get out of this. Can I get out of this? Let's go back. Let's go to Manager again. Let's choose Ledger X again. And hopefully it will take me into the Ledger Manager this time. Okay, so there it goes. All right. So whenever they do firmware updates, sometimes it whacks out your device pairing and you have to do a repair. So that's that. And now I can add and remove apps. But I don't usually use the phone app that much, especially not for the Ledger. Or I'm sorry, for the Manager, right? I always use the desktop-based Manager. Much better. Let's turn this off. That's that. Oh, there was someone that was a very nice, patient person who asked me about VET. He was having some issues with it. So we'll play around with that in a second. Let's just check. Okay, so so now we have both of these, right? We've got the PAX Gold and the Bitcoin in our thing. So I'm going to convert that over to Binance Coin so we can do some fun stuff, right? Bitcoin, I believe I can trade directly for Binance. Well, I have to do it over here, right? BNB. I can trade for BTC for BNB. So we're going to buy BNB with our available BTC, which, if you remember, was like $100 worth. We'll do that. Buy BNB. Market order filled. When we go back to the wallet, we should see that there's now BNB in here instead of Bitcoin. Now PAX Gold. What can I do with that? It looks like I can trade it to UST, which I'll do. This time I'm selling my PAX Gold for on market for US Tether. That should work. That was a market order as well. Now I need to trade the Tether for my BNB. I'm going to take the Tether. I'm buying BNB for market price with my available Tether. So now we should be fully converted over to BNB. There. So we got about $260 worth of BNB to play around with, which I'm going to use in a minute. But, pardon me. Let me go ahead and do that, the sync. If you are not aware of VET, or VET, you cannot use Ledger Live to manage VET, right? So if I go to accounts and then do add account, there is no VET, right? There's no VeChain, right? I can't manage VeChain in Ledger Live. Although I can manage the app on my device. So let's go ahead and add the VET app to my device because I don't believe I have it on here yet. Now I have VET in a wallet, but I just migrated to a new device. But all I need to do to gain access to that VET is to reinstall the app. So that's the beauty of having a ledger and a backup phrase, right? Notice now they have this thing that says requires third-party app. It just tells you, hey, dude, don't even think about using Ledger Live. It's not going to work. So, okay, I've got the VeChain app installed on my device now. Let's get out of Ledger. Let's get out of the manager and let's go into the VeChain app. And the third-party app that we're going to be using is Sync. It's an app that you can download. And for some reason, mine is like, well, actually, I believe, oh, first of all, there's a new version. Let's do that. Let's update now, whatever that does. Oh, it's an app. It's like an app that I downloaded and installed in Windows. Right, so now it's got the new version of it. The gentleman that asked me the question was having trouble locating his VET. He said that he was just double checking everything and looking to make sure that all his crypto was where he thought it was. And then when he went into sync, he could not find his VET. So maybe I lost mine too. We'll see. All right. First thing is make sure you're running the latest version of the software. All right. And then let's go over here to wallets. Now you'll see that there's already a wallet set up here. Let me just remove this. What is the name of the wallet? Ledger X, right? Will that work? Okay, good. All right. So, okay, why did I do that? Did I just delete my crypto? No. Let's do this. Let's notice here that it's just empty, right? Let's go to Ledger. Everything's connected. Yay. And I can call it whatever I want. We can call this Ledger X again if we want, right? And then they have several addresses that are available here. When I hit import, right, it all imports in. And there's my vet, right? So if I go into this wallet and click verify, it shows me the address on my device. And so we can confirm that this device is indeed linked to this account. So the gentleman, I think he may still be with us. I don't know. It's been an hour and 20 minutes into the live stream. He's probably wondering when I was going to talk about this. You might try this verify to confirm that the ledger that you have attached is in fact the same ledger that you used to set up your vet account in the first place. Sometimes people get like they have more than one configuration, something of that nature. I don't know. He said that he saw his transfer in the history of the wallet, but that it wasn't showing anymore. But he didn't say that he saw a transfer out. I'm thinking that there's just a sync issue, a different device to a different account. I mentioned that there are multiple addresses. He said, well, I checked all the addresses and they were all, you know, none of them had any VET in them, right? In my case, the first one is the one, right? So I don't know if that was any help to you, but and then if I say there's a different configuration, if at some point in the past you reset your device and it gave you a new recovery phrase, then you may have had your vet on that previous configuration. But because you told me that all the other crypto that you had was safe and sound where you expected it to be, that's probably not your issue. So I really don't know why. But maybe just uninstall and reinstall the Sync app and do what I did. You know, delete the old wallet, reconnect your ledger, and see if it connects to your account. Hopefully you'll see that vet. I'm just going to close this out here. All right. Now, where were we? We did the liquidate the PAXG. We did the VeChain question. Well, okay. Now we're going to buy some FTM, some Fantom token. We're going to do it using a cross-chain transfer. Before I get to that, let me stop sharing. Well, no, I'll just get this out of the way. I'll just put this over here. Okay. Let me check to see if there's any questions before I jump into the next topic. Dan Resta, okay, so storage, now would you say store all coins there as opposed to mobile wallets or your main coins? CryptoDad is the most helpful and practical and level-headed source of crypto on the internet. Thank you. Thank you for all the good work and information. If you store your keys on Ledger, you can move to another exchange if yours goes down for maintenance or other technical issues. That's correct. That's what we were talking about earlier when we'd say Coinbase might be down, but if I have my Bitcoin in my own wallet, I can move it to, say, Binance US, which is what we did, right? An hour to answer. Oh my, LOL. Warm up the oven for a frozen Latza Malta pizza. Yeah, I'm sorry it took me so long to get to that. I apologize. I think that's you, right? So after the live stream, I'll reply to the email too and just give you like the time code for where I start addressing your issue. Yeah. VThor, yo, gas is more important. Just look at ETH problems. Okay, appreciate. All right, so let's move on to that cross-chain transfer that I wanted to do. First of all, we have some BNB in our Binance US account, right? Now, BNB is the coin that I'm going to transfer into my Binance Smart Chain wallet, and then I'll do a cross-chain transfer using SpiritSwap to get over to the Fantom network and buy some Fantom token, right? And it won't take me that long, actually. It sounds more complicated than it really is. But first of all, what we need to do is we need to get, let's close these. CC Alt. All right, Sundaeswap. Okay. Spooky Swap. Now, I showed you chainlist.org, right? So if I want Fantom, so if we look at my Metamask wallet, you can see that I have the Binance Smart Chain wallet set up. In fact, why don't we go ahead and start that transfer? Let's copy this address into our clipboard. Let's go back over to Binance US and do that withdrawal. I'm using Binance US because Binance US supports BNB and Binance Smart Chain, right? You can't really directly withdraw from Coinbase into a Binance Smart Chain wallet, right? Coinbase only supports mostly just ERC20. All right, so we're going to do a withdraw, and I'm going to withdraw all of it. And instead of the BEP2 network, I'm going to choose the Binance Smart Chain network because that's what I have configured in my MetaMask, right? There is the address of my MetaMask wallet, right? We'll preview the withdrawal. There's going to be a small charge, 19 cents. I can deal with that. Confirm that. I need my two-factor authentication, right? Whoops. All right, so what is the two-factor for Binance US? 782887. All right, now they're going to send me an email. Are they? I think it's the CryptoDad email. There it is. All right, so I got an email, and then I just open it in another tab of the same browser. We'll hit confirm, and the withdrawal should be active, right? Now you can see that I have 0 available, but $260 worth of BNB on order, which means it's on its way out, right? If I click on this, I can see the history, right? It says BNB withdrawal pending. So I know that, and I can even click on this and get more information about my withdrawal and just confirm, oh yeah, that's the address of my Binance Smart Chain wallet. All right. Let's go back over here and just take a look at our wallet. Now, we should see like, oh, there, it came in already, right? So now we got 4.8 BNB, right? Because we moved some from Binance US. We lost a little bit. Oh, 0.67 came, right? But very small transfer fee, right? Much smaller than an Ethereum fee would have cost us, right? Now, I want to use Spooky Swap to do this bridge from Binance Smart Chain over to the Fantom network. But if you'll notice here in MetaMask that I don't have the Fantom network configured. So there's a couple ways that I can do that. I could do the chain list and hit connect wallet and then add to MetaMask, right? And then it wants me, oh, you want to do this? And I'm like, nah, I don't know. I could, right? That's one way I could do it. But interestingly, look at Spooky Swap. If I go on a Spooky Swap and just refresh it, it sees, hey, dude, you've got a MetaMask wallet that isn't configured for the Fantom network. Do you want me to do that for you? And I'm like, sure, why not? So we'll hit approve. And then we'll switch over to Fantom, just temporarily, right? And notice when we do that I already had coins in there, right? I have a balance. Just because the network wasn't configured doesn't mean that the coins weren't in that chain, right? A lot of people will send coins to the wrong chain and they'll think they're gone, but all they really need to do is configure the right chain. Like if you withdraw to the Binance Smart Chain to an Ethereum address in a MetaMask wallet, you would not see in your Ethereum wallet, right? Like you can withdraw ETH to Binance Smart Chain if I'm not mistaken. So if I have Ethereum and I do a withdraw, I believe I can withdraw to the Binance Smart Chain network, which is cheaper. And then people get confused. They think, hey, cheaper is better. And so they withdraw it, not knowing that they don't have the Binance Smart Chain configured. They're not going to see that. But that's just, that's why coins could be in an address, but you may not see them until you just configure the address properly, right? So we got Fantom Network configured. So I want to buy some more Fantom and maybe some Boo token. Boo. How are we going to do that? Well, let's use their bridge. We're going to go from Ethereum over to the Fantom chain. And so I'll select BNB. Come on, Rex. Not Ethereum, pardon me. Binance Smart Chain. Now, it's like, okay, you need to switch back to Binance Smart Chain. Okay, I got it. Right? It needs to see that wallet. So we'll use BNB. And what do we have in there? 0.8. Let's just do 0.7. Just for the heck of it. All right? Now we're going to bridge the token. So we'll hit bridge token. We'll sign this in our MetaMask wallet. And it's going to take a minute or so for that to bridge over. We'll see confirmation in MetaMask. We should see like a MetaMask will pop out with a confirmation. There, confirm transaction, good to go. Right? Even though you see that, it does take a few more minutes for it to actually be available over in the swap, right? We have to wait a few more minutes, right? It still says it's pending anyway. Ever since I started working with 36 Cyber, I've had so much profit from my trade. Well, I hope that you and 36 Cyber are happy together, but we don't need you around here. Okay, glad I found this channel. Searching for this whole tax deal, how I got my 1099K, and was like, whoa, they're starting to make since a bit now. Oh, I'm sorry, you had mentioned something about your 1099K earlier. Basically, if you're doing crypto taxes and you're using a crypto tax website like bitcoin.tax or cointracker.io, they're going to give you the there's a certain form for capital gains that they're going to generate for you based on, all of your trades and transfers and everything else. Now, they're not perfect, right? Sometimes they're not going to sync up right, and you're going to have to go in there manually and say, this was an airdrop, or, you'll have to go through each transaction manually. But better that than doing it all in an Excel spreadsheet, right? But after you generate that form, you'll take that form along with your 1099K into your tax accountant, and he'll interpret everything for you. Like, for example, depending on the situation, your 1099K may just be like somebody paid you. That's fine. That'll be included in your tax return. But if it's from a crypto company, like for example, I get one from crypto.com because they pay me, and then I also get one from Google because they pay me. But like the crypto.com one, there are certain things that came through crypto that get subtracted from that. But my tax accountant knew all that, right? So he took the two forms and was able to make sense of them, right? So you've got your tax forms, you've got your tax accountant, and then you've got your crypto tax service for interpreting all your trades and transfers. And from that, you'll get that capital gains tax form, which you'll take into your tax accountant. And then he puts it all together to do your taxes. So we'll see. All right, so I think now we should have that 0.7 in Fantom, right? So let's go over to swap. And I think we're going to need to be... Okay, first we'll go to BNB. Right? Notice it sees I have a balance of BNB. This is not Binance Smart Chain BNB anymore. This is Fantom BNB, or it's on the Fantom blockchain now. But I have access to it. Right? So let's spend 0.3, 0.3 on some Boo. That doesn't look right. Is that right? Oh, 0.3, pardon me, not 0.3. I'm still thinking in terms of Bitcoin. Now it says, oh, you need to connect your wallet to Fantom Opera to start. So I manually need to go back over here and say, okay, I want to be on the Fantom network. Right? We'll do that. Now I'm ready to swap. If I'd never done this before, I would need to enable trading for BNB, but I've already done that. Right? So we'll hit swap. I love these progress screens, right? We'll sign this in Metamask. We'll wait for the kitty. Wait for the kitty. Confirmed. Boom. So I bought some Boo, and let's use the rest to buy some Fantom, right? FTM. All right, I'll just go ahead and use the max. All right, and then we'll do our swap and confirm. All right, we'll wait for the kitty. I love the graphics on this. It's just so engaging. All right, there we go. So now we just added 73 FTM. And we say OK. All right. Oh, notice how I did that, right? It didn't take me that long, and the fees were dirt cheap, right? So if I had done this from Ethereum, it would have been prohibitively expensive. I wouldn't want to do it on the Ethereum chain. So, like for example, let's do ETH. Okay, wrapped ETH. Oh well, I'd have to use wrapped ETH, which I don't have any wrapped ETH right now. But I would have to switch. I would have to switch over to Ethereum, and this bridge would cost me a lot of gas from my Ethereum wallet. So I avoided that, right? I did the end runaround. So instead of buying Ethereum, or if I'd have taken that PAXG and put it into this wallet and done the conversion, the bridge from Ethereum, I would have hardly had anything left, right? Because I probably would have had to have traded PAXG for wrapped ETH, and that would have cost me gas fees. And then when I had my wrapped ETH, it would cost me more gas fees to transfer it over. So what did I do? I got hit with that first transfer fee of around 18 with the PAXG and moving it into Binance US. But then I did a trade from PAXG to Tether, which didn't cost me that much. And then I swapped the Tether for BNB, which cost me another trading fee. but I got off pretty cheap, right? And then once I had converted that PAXG into Binance Smart Chain, I could move that into my Binance Smart Chain and do this bridge cheap, right? So I got off a lot cheaper than I would have if I'd have tried to bridge that PAXG across the Ethereum wallet. That would have been prohibitively expensive. I probably would have ended up with like $80 worth of PAXG out of my 144. So Binance Smart Chain's cool. There are other cheaper ones too. I mean, maybe I could have done something, on KuCoin or Kraken and done like a cheap coin like Avalanche or something of that nature, right? Anyway, so we bought some Fantom. Right, and let's see, where are we now? Spooky swap, we did that. Purchase some Cosmos Atom on Kraken and storing Keplr. Okay, so let's go over to Kraken. And as I mentioned, it used to be difficult to buy coins on Kraken. It used to be difficult to fund on Kraken. You had to do wire transfers, but you don't anymore, right? Now you can go to buy crypto. And you can just do like a straight up buy. And we're gonna buy Atom, right? And how much are we gonna? I think we can buy. Oh, we're gonna pay with our bank. And let's just buy $100 worth, right? Let's not go crazy. All right, that's going to net me 3 Atom. I'm going to get hit with a merchant charge, yes. But it's native Atom, right? I don't know. I think you can buy Atom on Coinbase Pro as well. I think you can. Right? But I just wanted to give you different experiences. Let's see. I hope this goes through fast. It should. Watch it say, ooh, your bank account doesn't have any money in it. Well, let's see what happens. Should go through. Usually they go through pretty quick. Okay, there. All right. So now I have Atom in my wallet. All right, we can go over here to funding. And then you can see down here that I have Cosmos, right? 3 Atom. About $98 worth, right? There was that merchant fee. So let's withdraw this to a different wallet, right? We're going to use Keplr wallet. Because we're going to play around in Osmosis a little bit. I don't know. Maybe later. But first of all, I just want to show you Keplr Wallet. Keplr Wallet is kind of a cool extension wallet. And what's interesting about Keplr Wallet is that it's a multi-chain wallet, right? Notice here that I have all these different chains that I can flip around in within the wallet itself. Oh, they got Terra. Oh, they have basic Terra support. That's interesting. That would be interesting. That's very interesting. That can help us here in a minute. Okay, let's not get too sidetracked. I'm going to flip over to Cosmos because I want to just drop some Atom in here, right? So I'll just copy that address into my clipboard. I'll go over to Kraken. And let's see, I want to make a withdraw. So let's do withdraw. I'm going to need to add that address. I don't think I've added this. Oh, I guess I did. All right, let's just double check it and make sure it's the same address. Cosmo 1G327 trash. Oh, it's a different one. Okay. All right. That's weird. Okay. Let's just double check that. Ledger X. Okay. I may have created another Keplr wallet in the past that's not connected to my ledger. So, but let's just keep it consistent, right? Let's copy the address. Let's go add it. Add a new withdrawal address. We'll call this Keplr Ledger. Okay, and the address is here. And I don't need a memo, right? I'm just going to my own wallet. I don't need a memo. Let's add the withdrawal address. They're going to send me an email. Okay, there we go. Your Cosmos purchase was successful. Oh, that's something else. There, this. All right, it's just like Binance US, right? I just confirm the withdrawal address. They're okay. They should take me back here in a sec. All right, now I'm going to withdraw to that address. This one, Keplr Ledger. I don't need a memo. Let's just do it all. Hopefully I won't lose $100 worth of Atom. Let's hit withdraw, withdraw, and they should, oh, okay. I have like hardware two-factor on this account, but it's only for when I log in, I guess. I thought they were going to ask me to touch my hardware device, but they didn't. Right, and you can see over here that it's initiated, but it's not done yet. It's going to take it a minute. Now, I think if you guys are still talking about my Binance referral, I think the Binance referral is here. If you go down in the description, there's a Binance US referral down here. If you want to sign up for Binance US using my referral code, I would appreciate it. It's here in the description if you want to sign up for any of these. Kraken, Coinbase, and Binance US. And thanks for asking. Appreciate it. All right, so let's see. Let's go back over to the wallet and see what's going on over there. Which wallet? Okay, so it might be a few minutes, or it may never show up. We don't know. Could be him. You can always watch it again, JDO. But you won't get to... okay, so... Bitcoin is at 37,985. It's a little bit below 38. But Ethereum is a little bit up at 25.94. Looking good on crypto.com. I just gave everybody 2K. Yeah. I don't know if this is going to show up. All right. Let's see. Let's just look over. It's still, okay. First it said initiated. Now it says pending. All right. So it might take a little while. Hey, STE1969 fen.crypto. Good to see you. Yeah. We'll just let that go here. I'll just give it a second. I wanted to kind of keep an eye on what I was doing up here. Yeah, I've got something on on Terra Station that I would like to move into Osmosis if I can. And so I'll have to do like a... Well, let's just see if this comes in first. You can flip between the wallets. Yeah, there it is. All right, so the Cosmos came in to this wallet. We got a balance of $104 worth of Cosmos. We got 3.65 Atom in the wallet, so we're in good shape. That's good. But I noticed there that they've got like support for Terra. So I would like to, but they don't have UST. I don't see UST here. But if you look in Osmosis, they show you tokens, right? So let's throw all caution to the wind and try Terra. There's the Terra address. Let's go over to Terra Station and let's send a little bit of UST to that address, right? It says use Terra Bridge for interchain transfers, but I was trying to do that earlier and it wasn't working. So I'm just going to paste in the Terra address of my Keplr wallet, Let's just do 20. We don't need a memo. And I'm going to need to confirm on my Ledger device because this is a Ledger-based Terra wallet. Right? We said we'd talk a little bit about Terra tonight. So here we are. All right, let's get out of the VeChain app. All right, let's go back over to Terra. There it is. We'll hit both buttons. All right, now we're going to send our Terra to that Keplr wallet. It's in beta. View transaction. That's $20 worth of UST. We'll sign the transaction. Off it goes. All right. And then we'll go ahead and send one Terra as well. I'm sorry, one Luna, right? Actually, let's do 0.2, right? Because Luna's kind of expensive. Let's try the same thing. Same wallet. All right, view transaction. There's a method to my madness. Because I'm trying to get some secret coin that I bought on the Terra platform. I can go over here to transaction hash and it'll tell me. Okay. Let's take a look at this Keplr wallet and see what happened. Okay. So the 0.2 Luna arrived and the 20 UST arrived as well. That's very interesting. I don't know if I can do the secret. I'm a little leery about doing that. But I will. But not that much. Let's go back. Let's get that wallet address one more time. Let's go back and let's do the secret. Let's try 2. All right. Same address. And we'll all right, let's do the same thing with some secret and see if it gets there. Okay. Now this may all be for naught. Who knows? I'm not sure, because I need to get it into Osmosis somehow, if I can do that. And let's see, is it even going to show up in this wallet? Oh, it did. Glory be. What do you know? All right, so now it's in the Terra wallet. Let's go into Osmosis and see if we can do this. Osmo chain. What are we looking for? I think we're looking for the Terra chain, right? Is it even in here? that may be where we get stuck, right? Oh, here, Terra. Withdraw, right? I want to withdraw. So I need to withdraw my Terra from the Terra part of the wallet and put it into, I would like to put it in the secret wallet, but I think I have to move it into Osmosis first. So let's hit withdraw. I'm going to connect the wallet. Oh, okay. I think I'm doing it the wrong way. I think I need to deposit. Okay, see, there's that 0.2 Luna. That's cool. But I don't see my tokens, unfortunately. Oh, but I think I can do that here. That's the wrong one. I want to withdraw from Osmos to secret. No, see, I can't withdraw the secret token from the Terra Luna as far as I can see. right? The secret, I can only go from Osmosis to secret or secret to Osmosis, right? One way or the other. I can go secret to Osmosis, or I can go Osmosis to secret. But I can't withdraw the 2 secret tokens that you saw in my Terra wallet into, see, I can only withdraw the Terra. And the UST, I wonder, can I do that? From Terra. Oh, it sees that. I'm happy. That's cool. Because Terra is kind of or I'm sorry, UST is kind of a native Terra token. Right? So, but, so that 2 secret, I could move it back, I believe. Right? So let's do that. We might lose a little, but let's get this address. And let's go back to Keplr. Let's switch back. Oh, we're in Tether. Or I mean, we're in Terra. Let's just move that back. Boom. And let's just move it all back. It's gonna charge me a little Luna, but I got Luna in the wallet. We'll hit send. We'll say approve, and I'm up, bop, 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 bop. Yeah. I think because it's ledger based, it's not working correctly, I guess is the word for it. Let's see if it'll let me withdraw that UST. I'm curious about that. Oh wait, this is not connected to Ledger anymore. Well, it is, but not the Terra Ledger app. I need to get out of Terra and get into Osmosis. Maybe that's what happened. Let's see what we can do there. Right, so we need to go to Cosmos, right? Let's hit Cosmos. Now we might be able to do this. Let's try that again. Ooh, that's kind of weird. All right, so let's try it though. It's interesting. You guys can watch me do a fail here. Notice that's why I did kind of a small amount. All right, so we're sending to a Terra address, to secret, but the Keplr wallet is controlled by Cosmos. So let's try that send again. Let's hit approve. Oh, okay, yeah, see, it's boop, ba-doop, ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doo. Okay, there's some gas. Let's sign transaction. And it should work, right? Since I didn't have access to that secret, I couldn't really move it into my secret wallet, which was my ultimate goal. I should have told you guys that. But let's go back over here and see if it showed up. So instead of, I think it's back, right? Is it back? I think it's back, right? Okay. All right, so a better way to do, I don't know where transactions are. History. Right, so I sent 2 secret out and I got 2 secret back. Because I couldn't do anything once it got over there. But let's try this. We got that, the UST. Let's deposit the UST from our wallet. And I think we need to be back in Cosmos again to confirm. Let's put that into from Terra to Osmo. I got to approve it over here. And Cosmo is the app that I'm using to make this deposit into the Osmosis. We'll hit both buttons. Right? Okay, transaction successful. Now what I'll do is I'll go into trade. And I'm in Osmosis now, so I should have the UST. Right? I got that $20 of UST. I want secret. Right? Let's do it. Let's hit swap. Let's go back here. Let's approve it. And then confirm it on the device. Sign transaction. Okay, I think that worked. Right, so now I have secret in Osmosis. Yeah. Not much, but just enough, right? 20 bucks worth, 20 UST worth. Now I'm going to withdraw it into my secret wallet, right? So let's look over here real quick. Come on, go away. What have we got in our secret wallet? We've got 173. So we should end up with like 177 when we're done. Let's go back over to Osmosis. Let's do a withdraw of all of it. Approve. Approve here on the ledger. Ooh, it's a long one. Sign transaction. Pending. Okay, so now we can go back here to the Keplr wallet and we can see we should have more here shortly. It's going to take a minute. You might have to flip back and forth between them. Yeah, it just said successful. There. So we got that 177 now. So my intention, my crazy intention with all this was I have a bunch of secret that I bought on the Terra Luna network, and I would like to put that in a native secret wallet, right? We tried converting it. We tried like moving it over. Well, first of all, I tried moving it through TerraBridge before we got started on the live stream, and it failed. So I figured I'd try this other way. What did I do? I moved it over to the Keplr wallet on the Terra side. But unfortunately, I did not have access to it to convert it over to secret wallet, right? The native secret wallet. So what did I do? I moved it back, and now it's all back in here. But I wanted to confirm that I could take UST from this wallet, transfer it over to Keplr, and then convert it to Osmosis, swap it for secret, and then withdraw the secret back to the secret wallet. So I can move this secret over to the other wallet, but I'll have to do like a swap first. Unfortunately, when I swap secret here, they don't give me the full value of it. That's kind of a bummer. That's why I was trying to like just convert it, but that's not going to work. So it's kind of messed up. Because this is not native secret. This is like Terra Luna based secret, which is not, isn't totally perfectly pegged to the real price of secret, which is kind of disappointing. We all make mistakes though, right? All right. So, but I'll do that later. I won't do that right now. But now you've seen me do some cross-chain transfers, right? You can see the beauty of them, that they're cheaper, right, than trying to convert from like Ethereum. Because when I'm using these newer chains, and that it's more private, right? I have control over my own tokens, right? I'm just doing wallet-to-wallet stuff. Once an exchange is capable of handling Ethereum-based token, which are ES, is very easy to deal with all of them as they are comply with the same standard, ERC20. Depending on the Well, the best thing to do if you're trying to get tax information is to simply sync up your exchange using APIs. And I know CoinTracker supports several of the big exchanges with APIs. But some exchanges force you to export CSV. But generally on the exchange end, they give you parameters that you can say, okay, I just want to export this tax year rather than all of it. And I'm not sure which exchange you're using, but I believe they have those fine-tuned controls. I know Crypto.com does. Like when you do an export, it asks you start date and end date, and you can put January 1st, 2021. Yeah. And then December 31st, 2021, right? And it'll just give you 2021 tax year, right? But it's much easier if you just have an API connected to your tax service website, like CoinTracker, and then it knows which transaction. You might have all of the data of all of your transactions from Coinbase, but when you run your tax calculations, it only uses the transactions from the current, whatever tax year you want, right? So if you're trying to calculate for tax year 2019, it would only use trades and transfers from that year. That's cointracker.io. I don't know about all the others, but I would assume they'd be like that. So your CSV may have given you 3 years worth of data, but if those are successfully imported into your tax software, it will know what the dates of the trades and transfers are, right? Because that was the information that you imported. Even if you transferred 3 years of data in there, CoinTracker will only use the data from the tax year you're using. I hope that. Oh, Crypto.com sent you a 1099K form. That's correct, right? So the 1099K form is kind of a manual way of doing it. You could take that to your tax guy, and he might be able to figure your capital gains off of that, and he would do the capital gains form for you. But if you have more than Crypto.com, I would suggest using the export feature of Crypto.com and bring that in to CoinTracker or Bitcoin Tax or whatever, and let them calculate the capital gains form for you, and then show that 1099K to your tax accountant. And that's what I did, because they sent me one too, and he was able to figure out the difference between the two, because I had trades, crypto trades for those coins in my coin tracker that he was able to separate from the other stuff they put in there. Because I think they also, in that 1099K, they like include like when you bought stuff with the card, or when you paid for your Netflix and got a reimbursement, all that. They include a lot of stuff in that 1099K that may not be related directly to your capital gains. Right? Your tax accountant should be able to help you with all that if it doesn't match. Right? I know it's complicated. Taxes are hard, right? Taxes are always hard. And then you have this element of now you got to deal with all this crypto stuff, which makes it even more complicated than it already was. What can I say, Uncle Sam? Okay, so want to stake IOTA in Firefly? Is it a long shot that the shimmer and assembly rewards will be useful? It's never a bad idea to stake coins that you have if they're just sitting around in your wallet, but they may not be worth all the time and trouble that you go to, depending on the situation. I don't like native staking because native staking in most coins, like even if you natively stake Terra, like if I do staking in Terra Station with a validator, then sometimes there's a certain risk of the validator getting slashed. Sometimes there's a debonding or unbonding period, or unstaking period that's like long, like 21 days or whatever. So if there are better ways to stake coins, like PancakeSwap, you can stake cake and withdraw at any moment, right? You don't have to wait 21 days to get your coins back. And we were talking a while back about Anchor protocol, and it's better to stake in this platform your UST. All right, we can just, I don't have anything in here right now, but we can deposit UST in here and earn 20%, right? It doesn't want me to put it all in there, right? Because you need UST in the wallet for gas fees. But it's going to allow me to deposit UST and earn 20%, which is very attractive. And I can withdraw it at any time immediately. I don't have to like deal with. Right. So if you've got a bunch of stablecoin laying around, then this is a good place to park it and let it earn interest while it's sitting on the sidelines, right? And then also, like your Terra, you can use Terra as your collateral for loans if you want to do that. And when you're using a platform like this, you could always, like I have some collateral on deposit. Let's see if I can find it here. Right, I've got some bonded ETH. I can unbond that ETH and then go back and swap it back to regular ST ETH or whatever. I can do that on demand. Like it takes a few steps, but it's not stuck, right? So and then like PancakeSwap, we can let's do that. Osmosis is also a good place where you can park your gains and withdraw them immediately. I'm not sure, Dan would know more about it, but I think if I'm in a liquidity pool, I can get out right away. I may be wrong about that, but it's where like when you do staking, native staking, you have an unbonding period, which I'm not that crazy about. But like if you're in PancakeSwap, make sure I'm in Binance Smart Chain. I'm already in there, right? I've got some cake that's earning in a pool, and I've got 506 cake that's compounding automatically. It's kind of a set and forget, and I can unstake that at any time, easy peasy, immediately, right? So depending on the situation, depending on how many hoops you have to jump through, in general, it's a good idea to stake coins that you're holding, right? But depending on your own level of technical ability, sometimes it might be easier just to hold the coin than to attempt staking. Sometimes people get confused and then they don't know where their coins went, and then they get frustrated and angry, right? So if you're going to do it, you might want to, approach it calmly and coolly and make sure you've educated yourself as to, how easy is this going to be? And once I've done it, will I be able to withdraw my coins immediately, or am I going to have to wait? And am I going to earn a decent return, or is it going to be I keep my coins staked there for 6 months and I earn $5, right? Sometimes it's not even worth the trouble. So those are all things you need to, research before you go through with it. I would suggest, I don't know the one you brought up myself, but go on YouTube and search and see if somebody has a setup video on how to do it and explain a little more about the pros and cons of that. What is it? Boppity boop boop. I missed it. I lost it. Secret, why did you send Secret to Terra Station? I didn't send it there, I bought it there. It was a mistake. I really shouldn't have done it. As it turns out, you can buy it right in Terra Station. Right here. And I thought, oh, look, I can buy Secret over here. And then after I bought it, something went wonky with the trade. And I didn't get as much Secret as I thought I should have gotten. And now that it's here, I would like to move it, but it's hard to move. And if I sell it, I'm not going to get the full price for it. It's just kind of messed up. I can get most of what I put into it, but I just did it because I saw it. I was like, hey, look, I can buy Secret. So I did. Regretted it after that. But I still have it, right? It's still worth something. It's not worthless, right? It's like $950. But I think that amount of Secret, 198 Secret, should be worth more, right? If we go over here to price charts, right? That should be worth more, right? So it should be worth 1096, but instead it's only worth 951. That's a big difference. It's like 150 bucks worth of difference. And it says something here like pair price is 568, my expected price is 479. I don't know why that is. Plus I get a $2 trading fee. So I'm just kind of sorry that I did this, but whatever. You know, we all make mistakes. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good night, good week. Baby Doge on Ledger S. Let's just double check Baby Doge. I think it's an ERC20 token, if I'm not mistaken. Baby Doge. Baby Doge, is that it? Baby Doge? There's more than one. Ugh, look at this stupid stuff. Right, you don't even know what you got. Okay, that one is Binance US. And then there's an Ethereum version of it. You kind of got to figure out which version of it you have. Where you bought it makes a difference, right? If you bought it on Binance or whatever. You can just drop it in an Ethereum wallet if you have, you know, your ledger is set up and you have an Ethereum wallet set up. Then you could just drop your Baby Doge in there. And it'll show up as a token, right? If it's Ethereum based, right? If you somehow bought Binance Smart Chain Baby Doge, then it has to be in a Binance Smart Chain wallet, and that's not trivial. So you would have to have, you could set up a Binance Smart Chain account on your ledger, right? It is supported, right? You'd have to put the Binance Smart Chain app on there, and then you would have to be in the Binance Smart Chain app, which I don't have installed on this thing right at the moment. Oh, I think it will tell me that I need to install it. It might. Let's see what happens. Oh, I guess it installed it for me automatically. I don't generally use Ledger Live to manage my Binance Smart Chain wallets, but I do have some Binance Smart Chain stuff on a Ledger, I think. Maybe not. Because the managing Binance Smart Chain on a Ledger is just not it's not a very versatile way to deal with it. Binance Smart Chain. Notice there it shows tokens, right? So it shows Pancake token in there. So you could conceivably set up a Binance Smart Chain account and store your Binance Smart Chain based Baby Doge in there. It may not even show it though, unfortunately. The better way is to use Metamask, because Metamask can, like if we copy this into our clipboard and we go to Metamask, and we add the asset, right? Then you could see it in your Binance, in your Metamask wallet. You could put it in there. But this is a regular Metamask wallet. You would want to use one that you have set up that's connected to your Ledger device, right? So, and that's a whole nother thing, right? You'd have to attach, connect hardware, and then configure Binance Smart Chain and drop it in that way. I don't know where you have your baby Doge, but yeah. But like, make sure you know what kind of baby Doge you have. I don't even know if this is the right baby Doge. There's like 3 different ones, right? There's baby Doge, baby Doge, baby Dogezilla, baby Doug, baby Dogo. I mean, it's like, oof, meme coins, whatever. Anyway, I'll at least point you in the right direction there. I joined PancakeSwap last year per your tutorials, which were great. Think Cake will bounce back. Ever. BNB and Cake LPs doing better for me than Cake staked in general. Thanks. I think the price of Cake will recover. Because if you go to, and that's just my opinion, that's not financial advice, but if you go to DeFi Station, PancakeSwap is still the #1 DEX on the Binance Smart Chain, right? I don't think Pancake tokens are going anywhere. The whole market's down right now. So I don't know anything about DeFi kingdoms, unfortunately. Yeah, I can't really give you any educated opinion on that. I haven't looked into this coin. But, I mean, if you are interested, then I would check it out on CoinGecko, right? Just get some information about it. I've never heard of the coin before, so I'm in the dark. Right? Looks like it's a Harmony-based coin. You can, from here, you can look at its charts. You can look at can click to its website. Look at, its current price, all that stuff. Interesting, right? But I don't know anything about it. I can't give you any kind of educated opinion on it at all. Yeah. Anyway, I got to go, guys. It's wow. I went long tonight. It's been fun. I hope I didn't bore you guys too much with like. Shuffling things around while you were wanting to know the answer to your question. Bitcoin is back over 38,000. That's good. Ethereum is near 26,000 or 2,600. That's good. Anyway, I got to go. It's been nice. Don't forget, we do this every week. Oh, that thing is all cockeyed. You can see all the trash behind me. I'll see you next week, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good to have you here. This is probably going to be messed up too, is it? If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me and hope to see you again soon.